Now, we knew it was going to be a big week for Halloween Kills already going into it. If you watch our Monday night specials, our Michael Myers Monday live shows, we've been talking about this week for a while. It was the world premiere Wednesday at the Venice Film Festival. Preceding that, we got some new interviews with Jamie Lee Curtis and David Gordon Green, and we got new music from the soundtrack. We got new imagery. We got new footage. A ton of new news and new updates regarding Halloween Kills this year. So let's take this week, excuse me, this year. Yeah, a ton of Halloween Kills this year too. But I'm actually going to start with some quotes that came out last week because this was pretty notable. Before she even got over to Venice, Jamie Lee Curtis was interviewed by the Hollywood Reporter ahead of receiving her Golden Lion Lifetime Achievement Award at the Venice International Film Festival. And there were a lot of quotes from Curtis and David Gordon Green when they were doing press over there. But I really liked this particular these comments from Jamie Lee Curtis to the Hollywood Reporter, specifically talking about her reunion with Kyle Richards and Nancy Stevens on the set of Halloween Kills. Of course, Kyle Richards reprising her role as Lindsay Wallace from the 1978 original Halloween, and Nancy Stevens reprising her role as Nurse Marion, also from the 78 film, as well as Halloween 2 and later Halloween H2O. So Jamie Lee Curtis tells two really cool stories to the Hollywood Reporter that I think are pretty noteworthy here. And they asked what her most memorable moment working on Halloween Kills was. And Jamie Lee Curtis says, quote, "When I saw Kyle Richards and Nancy Stevens from the original Halloween, I realized the passage of time and how long we've all been a part of this story. There was a moment where I ran into both of them early on, and it was very emotional because Kyle Richards was little Lindsay, a little girl I'm babysitting, and now she's a full-grown woman living a very wonderful life. The passage of time was extraordinary. In this film, we are telling more of the story of Laurie Strode and Lindsay and Marion, Nancy's character, and that we're all survivors. It was a great moment of survival and pride," end quote. I thought that was pretty cool that the most memorable moment of working on the film was her reunion with those two actresses, going back again 43 years now to the set of that original 78 film. Pretty awesome, and especially for fans of the franchise like we all are. But this is probably one of the coolest stories I've heard from the set of Halloween 2018, what she says next. She's asked what the high point of her 43-year acting career has been. And her answer was from the set of Halloween 2018. Now, I've heard parts of this story before, but I had never heard it from Jamie Lee Curtis herself, from her perspective. And so I'm going to read you what she said. And again, this is Jamie Lee Curtis speaking in a recent interview just a few days ago to the Hollywood Reporter, and asked what has been the high point of her acting career. And she answers, quote, "When I was making the 2018 Halloween, the last scene of the movie that I had to shoot was a moment where Laurie Strode is sitting alone in her pickup truck, watching Michael Myers headed to the Supermax prison where he will spend the rest of his life. And she is seeing this person who has caused her 40 years of trauma being taken away. And the scene was just me alone in a truck. When we went to shoot it, it's just my little truck with about 14 cameras around it, and cranes, and lights, and crew." She continues, "I was in my trailer preparing for my work, which was going to be emotional, cathartic. It was described as a moment where Laurie sort of replays the 40 years since this first occurred. I'm someone who likes name tags because everybody knows my name, but often I don't know everyone else's. And so whenever I start any project, I ask for everybody to wear a name tag. And this was now the end of the movie. This is me shooting my last scene before I was going to fly home to be back with my family. And when I approached the set, the entire crew were standing in silent solidarity with their hands behind their backs. And everyone was wearing a name tag. And the name tag said, "We are Laurie Strode." What they were saying was, "We are with you, Jamie, in this moment. And we know there's nothing we can do to help you as you do this moment of work alone in a pickup truck. We believe in you because we are you." I gotta tell you, that may be the high point of my career. End quote. That is pretty awesome to hear that that moment happened. And again, I knew that they had put on the name tags and done the "We Are Laurie Strode" at a certain point, but I never heard the full story, and that I didn't realize that it was that scene and that was her last scene shot, because that is, absolutely, I'd say probably the most powerful scene in the film when Laurie is watching Michael get on the bus there.